Tax collection and tax administration is a complex problem for local officials. An evolving tax law and tax base and a very mobile taxpayer environment create a complicated situation for state and local officials to collect those taxes.
Some of the challenges we're seeing with local governments as it relates to tax administration is not having the bandwidth and not having enough people to manage those systems and those solutions. And with the technologies they have set up, it may not be able to capture all of the data that we can at Avenu.
There's so much more going on in a municipality, right? I mean, you have all of these departments from the small city that may only have a part-time mayor or a part-time city clerk to the larger cities that have such bigger issues and initiatives that they need to focus on.
Our solution when we bring it to local governments really assists with that. If you don't have the bandwidth, how can we take some of those labor-intensive hours to do that type of work? How can we bring in our technologies to help address what residents and businesses are looking for, to have an easy portal and have an easy way of communicating with a local government?
So when a client takes our full compliance system and we do everything that we can for them, what this does is this ensures that there is a level playing field, that all businesses that should be collecting and remitting are. And if you have 100% collection and remittance, that contemplates much the government can do in terms of additional services, or it could actually cut tax rates.
When Avenu partners with any local jurisdiction to administer any tax type, we like to focus on the compliance life cycle, and it actually completes a full cycle of governance. All 5 pieces of this cycle are very key, very important. The first piece of this puzzle is monitoring and identification.
There are taxpayers that are known taxpayers, and they consistently report their taxes on a monthly, annual, quarterly basis as required. Then you have the businesses that don't. And then there is a piece of it that is the ongoing monitoring, because you'll continue to have those businesses that don't self-report or don't self-register.
The second piece is administration support. This is where Avenu brings our qualified staff to the table to help you with all of your back office tasks.
Our clients can use us for full administration. We're going to do most all the heavy lifting, but they can still accept walk-in payments. And so now they have the best of both worlds. They don't have to worry about all of the high volume, but they can still service that taxpayer and provide concierge service to those walk-in customers.
Audit and discovery is a key piece of the cycle of governance, because this is where we bring our qualified staff to review your data and discover underreportings and errors in your tax remittances.
We pride ourselves on a business-friendly and educational approach to auditing. We notify the taxpayers, we review the records, we provide them with the reports and the educational tools that they need to make the corrections going forward.
And recovery is almost equally as important. Once we've identified the deficiencies with your tax base, we used our trained and skilled staff, and we recover those dollars for your jurisdiction with a revenue neutral approach.
We'll calculate what is owed, and we'll actually mail them letters, we'll make phone calls, we'll provide them an online filing place to file their taxes, and we'll help ensure that those businesses are collecting and remitting those taxes. And if they're not, we'll reach out to them via phone calls and delinquency letters.
The last piece of the cycle is reporting and analytics. This is super important to most of our clients, because this is the way that they can report to their city councils or any of the stakeholders in their jurisdiction.
Our reports allow them to see those details, to give them a better idea of how they can grow their municipalities. It helps them run the cities and the counties, really, and to meet the goals of their initiatives.
We help governments collect money that do pay for all the stuff that we need, like schools and trash collection. And if we do our job right, the government can be more effective in helping me and you in our daily lives.
That's why governments exist at their base form, is to serve its citizens. We make that easy. Plug into a network, become part of our ecosystem, and help us move this industry forward together.